This is a Lazzara 110 Open. It's a 2007 boat, and as always with Lazzara, it's always a very intriguing boat to look around. The interiors on Lazzaras in particular, they're always just very clever, very neat. They've always got a good idea, and this has certainly got that. So I'm going to take you on board and give you the full tour. We've got a rather grey day here in Palm Beach in Florida. Plenty of liquid sunshine, but it's not dampening our spirits. So we're going to head on here and head on up. Now this door here, I'm going to show you the other side of this. This is in the transom. So bear that one in mind and we will see it from the other side. But we're going to head up here first of all. Because the weather is so bad, a lot of the cockpit covers or the upholstery covers are on at the minute for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's pretty grim today. Bar area is over here, and then I shall slip my shoes off and I will take you on in and show you what this is all about. But look at that, isn't that special? I really like that. We've got TV over here built in, and then this lovely relaxing area over on this side. And then we've got a bar up here with the usual wine cooler, fridge and so forth. I'm guessing one of those is probably an ice maker, and I'd be guessing right, that one is. And the sink there and the raised countertop, that's rather nice. A couple of bar stools around there would be fantastic. And then there's a huge area here. Look at all this space that we've got here. This one's been laid out with this little table here and then the larger dining table ahead of it. But of course, with a space like that, you could fit that out however you wanted. Another wine cooler over here, starting to get the idea. I love features like this. Look at this chandelier up here and look at this backdrop that we've got behind it. That's terrific. Okay, we're going to head up this way first of all. There is a side access door just here, and in fact there's a break in the bulwark there. There's a gate, so you could be alongside a quay and have people come straight through this way if you chose to. And then if we head on forward a bit further, that one there is the day heads. And then we've got storage about the place like this. I'm sure there's a light in there somewhere. I'm not quite sure where it is. Steps up, we're going to go that way, but I'm going to take you forward first of all, and we'll also do the lower deck first as well. But look at this. This is your, well, it's like a country kitchen, isn't it? It's a wonderful spot for people to gather, breakfast in the morning or a meal in the evening. It's just a casual, kitchen diner vibe. I think that's great. A lot of refrigeration over here. And then we've got, of course, cooking and dishwasher, and I think that one over there is a trash compactor. Brilliant. Really, really nice. Big windows in here as well. Good view out of the rain. But isn't that a nice area? I like that. Taken with that. Okay, we'll carry on around a little bit further. And what you've got down here then is a completely self-contained individual cabin. So it's brilliant for, if you've got a family and you've got grandparents, the grandparents want their own little zone away from all the hubbub of family life. That is ideal. It's just a nice individual space, isn't it? Right up in the bow, you can see how the hull is coming in on both sides towards the point of the bow. You've got hatch up in the ceiling there. There is wardrobes and a load of storage in places like this and down here and along this side and over here, and of course an ensuite. That's in here. Toilet, basin and nicely appointed shower. I like the splashbacks around here. That is great. Bit of a change from the usual tiling, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, so that's the cabin right up in the bow, but there's more to see. This one here is just storage. So really good for, well, cleaning gear and whatever else you want to keep in there, really. The usual kind of stuff that's always helpful to have on a boat. There we go. Right, let's head on back up. That one there. A little bit of a pantry. That's nice, isn't it? We like that. All right, let's carry on. I'm going to take you around the other side because there are stairs down to the lower deck, and then we'll come back around this way and on up once we've done that. So we'll cut across here. Another side access door on this side, and again you've got the break in the bulwark for the gate just there. Another thing you've got here actually is the laundry. Now there is another set of laundry appliances as well in the boat. There's probably a light in here somewhere, hang on. There we go. But those are straight off the main deck, they're very helpful. Particularly because you've got access then down to the lower deck, or at least a different section of the lower deck over here. Love some of the artwork on here. It's nice. And here we go down to the main part of the accommodation. So we saw that separate cabin forward, but there are another two cabins here, and the owner's cabin is down here as well. I'm going to show you in these first and then work our way back. So that one is, as you can see for yourself, a big double. Ensuite is in here. Very nice. And we've got shower over on this side. Again, bits of storage around the place for linen or whatever else you want to keep in there, toiletries or something. And the other thing we've got here is hanging locker. Look at this great painting over here. Very good. And then we can come around here, and there's another guest cabin next to it. Very similar deal actually, double bed, the ensuite over there, and the wardrobe in there. So yeah, these are pretty much a mirror of each other. There we go. Shower, loo, etc. Okay. Now this is where it gets really interesting. As I say, there's always something on a Lazzara that makes you go, ha, that's a good idea. And it's behind this door here. I'm not going to show you. Well, I am, but I'm going to show you from the other side, and there's a reason for that. I'll show you in here as we go past, because I'll forget otherwise. That again, just storage areas. Loads of these little storage areas about the place. They're really helpful. Got down here as well. This then is the owner's cabin. You've got these two doors here that open rather grandly. And that's what you find inside. Full beam, huge footprint actually, isn't it? A lot of space. Dressing table over on this side. And in this one you've got big walk-in wardrobe there. Safe is in there as well. We come right on back. Now I don't know why, but that seat there I'm guessing is normally for the dressing table here. For some reason it's in here. Perhaps whoever was in here wanted some company, I don't know. But there you go. So this is the ensuite. In fact, there's two ensuites and they share the central shower area. There we go, little mirror wave, and we'll reverse back out of there. We'll ponder that seat no more. And we'll cross over. Another little dressing area on this side, again storage about the place. And then you've got the similar deal here. And people do sometimes say, well, surely you wouldn't sit there with somebody sat over there facing each other. And the answer to that is, no, that's right, you wouldn't. Sink here, and the shared shower here. This is massive actually, isn't it? Let's have a little look. Look at that, that's a great size. Very nice indeed. Okay, now the thing that I wanted to show you, that mystery door. Come and check this out. What you've got off of this cabin through this door is a separate, well, whatever you want it to be, lounge area, dressing area. It just gives you another completely separate zone. It's absolutely brilliant. However, what's clever is there's another door there. This is being used as a big walk-in wardrobe, but in actual fact, underneath all the clothes, that is an ensuite. You can see there's the sink over there, and down there is the loo. So what you can do with this then is close that door off, use this door, and use this as another cabin. And I'm 99% sure that that's a Pullman berth there. It'll come down and make that into a bed. So you've got at the minute 4 cabins down here. This will give you a 5th. Now most people don't want 5 cabins, so it makes sense to have this as it is at the minute and say, well, okay, we've still got 4 cabins and we've got this wonderful area off of the owner's cabin. And then that's not something you normally find on a boat of this size at all. I think that's very, very clever. And as I say, the ability by using that and that door to turn that into a 5th cabin, if you want to, is genius. I really like that. So this whole area, it's like having a sitting room, isn't it? Off of your bedroom. Superb, absolutely superb. I say there's always something with Lazzara. Everyone I've been on, there's always a, oh wow, that's a good idea factor. Right, let's head on round and up. I'm going to take you up to the bridge. I'm going to take you up to the fly bridge. We've got crew cabins to look at. They're pretty impressive actually on this one. Engine space, of course. Here we go. So that was through to that country kitchen. That was down to that separate cabin up in the bow. This is up to the bridge. So what you've got here, usual kind of thing of course, but multifunction displays all the way across here. You can set these up however you want, and in fact we've got controls to them here as well as the buttons and screens that you can activate normally. Also here we've got a bow thruster here, autopilot, Garmin screen here, and that's a Fleur night vision camera. That's very helpful. And this one here, I'm pretty certain in saying, is your track stabilization, so fin stabilizers. Communications is here. There's a nice little desk area as well, and you've also got this little settee at the back here. Gives you another zone on the boat. It's great when it's underway, people come and see what's going on, or a nice area for the crew of course to be up here if they want to, separate. Now you can see all these cushions piled up here, and that's because they're normally out here, but the weather is so bad everything's been brought inside. But I will show you what I can. Yeah, we are very much in stormy weather mode, aren't we? So there's another helm up here, and you can see we've got the clear sections in. They will come out, of course. Helm seats across here, 3 of them, a bar area, and this is nice, this little dining area, little nook tucked away. And then back here we have got, looks like a hot tub. And then right at the back you've got the Wave Runner PWC right from the back end. I'm not going out there though, because I've not got my shoes. So I'm stopped here. What a day. Hard top on this one as well, so a load of shade for this area. Not quite so important as usual today, but nonetheless there it is. It's keeping the rain off a bit. Good, that's that. Let's come back down here. There we go. And we'll go and have a little explore of crew areas, engine area, and I'll see if I can take you around the deck. And I might go up and look at the back end of that flybridge, because we do like to cover all the areas, as you know. Okay, this is a vast space, isn't it? Superb. Right, out of here. Hello. I'm just going to nip across and get my shoes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much. It's for a very short walk over here to the crew cabin. There we go. 2 steps, and then we're into here. Right. Leave those there, because I don't want to walk water into here. There we go. This, for the size of yacht, is, I think, surprisingly generous. So what we have down here is a little mess area. We've got a nice little galley section, so microwave, fridge, sink. Obviously main meals will be made in the main galley, but this is just so if you want to get a snack down here that you can do. But also down here then we've got crew cabin here, twin beds in, and this is all sort of guest quality standard again, isn't it? It's nicely done. Ensuite in here, and a separate shower. And then if we cross over, we will find captain's cabin, so double bed, hanging locker, mirror wave, ensuite. It's decent, isn't it? And then another one here. This is a single bedded crew cabin. Again, hanging locker, again, ensuite, but we are cheating slightly because that door there is through to that crew cabin there. So these two crew cabins do share this area, but it does mean, of course, you get a much bigger area, so there's a lot to be said for that. And then back a little bit further, we're now right to the back of the boat, and that's the door. Remember when we came on, I pointed out the door on the transom and said we'll see the other side of that. Well, that is it. So it's direct access straight out onto the aft deck if it's required. And we've got more laundry facilities in here as well. Brilliant. Let's go and look at the engines. And they're this way. And again, this is a pretty decent sized space. Everything on this boat just feels big and roomy. They don't feel like they try to pack too much into it. But plenty of headroom here. A pair of very get-atable MTU diesel engines. They're 16V 2000s. They are, I'm told, 2,000 horsepower each, and they're giving the boat apparently high 20s, about 28 knots. So cruising, I'm going to guess, is about 20 knots. And the only figure I can't get, and I have tried on several occasions, is the range figures. I don't have the range figures, so if you're interested in that and you're interested in buying this boat, give the brokers a shout. I'm sure they will be able to get those for you, but I couldn't. So that number's going to have to remain unknown for the minute. We've got generators down here, twin big generators. We've got fishing rods down here as well, look at that. We've got a power converter over here. This is what I mean about the way that you can really get all the way around these. That's cool. I like that. I like that very much. Brilliant. Okay, even a workbench. That's superb. So the only thing we've not done is wander around the decks. That's the wet bit. So we've got to do it, haven't we? Really. We are accessible areas. That's what these videos are all about. So we'll go back up, retrieve the shoes. There we go. And loop on around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you up and show you the aft end of the flybridge, because that was the bit we couldn't get to. My magic shoes failed me. There we go. So yeah, there's that wave runner. We've got a crane somewhere. Where's the crane? I think that's the crane. That's very neat. It's actually built in as part of the coaming, and I only think it's the crane because it's got 5-year service and load tested there. Do you know, I wouldn't have found that. Isn't that neat? So I'm presuming, a bit of a guess, but it's an educated one, that you could put your tender up here if you wanted to, because that's a serious looking crane. But as I say, we've just got the jet ski here. There's room for another one if you wanted it. And hot tub we mentioned. I'm pretty certain that's what that is. And now I'm completely certain. There we go. Oh, what a day! What a day! I come to Florida for the sunshine, not for this. I can have plenty of this at home in the UK. And then seating here on both sides, that's the door that we came up through when we were coming up from the bridge, and the bar over here that we saw. Awesome. Right, let's head on back down. This is a sunshade, obviously not needed today. Oh dear. That's an adventure, isn't it? These tours are always an adventure, one way or another. Okay, so we're going to come back down here and we'll head around this way and we'll wander right up to the bow, and then we would have pretty much covered this one. That's that side access door that we saw, and I mentioned there was a break in the bulwarks, and that is there. So that's an opening door. I like these lights built into the overhang. And here we are right up on the bow. A bit of a seating area there, and then anchor winches down here. That's actually quite an imposing looking boat from here. Look at this. There we go. So that, my friends, is about the size of that. I just want to say massive. Pouring water off the tent opposite. Look, hang on. Got to show you this. They've got it all off. We just missed it. You can see how it's all pooling in the top. Where was I? I was saying thank you to HMY. They got me on board of this one despite the weather to give you guys a full tour. That's been very, very pleasing. Thanks to you guys, of course, for watching the full tour. Let me know what you think of that one. I think that's a really intriguing boat, and we'll look forward to catching you on one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.